Welcome everybody to Bamboo Grove on another Age of Mythology daily upload. We have over the under 85 playing as the Egyptians, Isis. Very nice. Get your own swag playing as Zeus. He wants to play as a Greek. Each having their own ways of gathering favor, their own unique ways. We'll see how this game starts. Red decides to, instead of going for the hunt, which you normally do at the beginning, he goes for the berries. An interesting strategy. It means he'll get food a little bit slower, but at least they're safe, I guess. I don't know. He puts the one on wood and one on gold so far. He's going to have the second one go on wood, it looks like. Okay. Normally you want to get gold a little bit faster, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. He can have his own build order if he wants it. The priest's already building an obelisk and starting to scout. Honestly, I don't like playing as the Egyptians because they have a terrible scout. The priest, I mean, you can build obelisks all over, which is cool. Great use of wood, because Egyptians don't use a lot of wood as it is. So it is an interesting way to do it. It's all about actually building the obelisks, you know. You could have like another here and then another like right here. Yeah, red doesn't see blue. Hasn't seen him yet. Blue saw red scout when it went across over here and grabbed the sheep. See, get yourself a horse and you get to steal the enemy's sheep. This looks like what red did first. He scouted a little bit around his base and then he sent his scout out to take as many of the forward sheep as he could before blue does. Blue does manage to pick some up, but he's just focusing on scouting the rest of his base right now. Managed to find a relic. Where is it? There it is. Myth units use their special abilities more often. That's a pretty good relic. Priest building an obelisk in the back so he doesn't get raided from behind. Manages to see a town center too. Another excellent defensive fortification for his rear. Blue getting his hunt first and going for gold. It looks like he has it rallied here, but the villagers aren't actually working. That was weird. She's going to do the same thing. Okay, decides to use his Isis God Power Prosperity. Makes all the villagers and trade caravans gather faster. He wants that early game gold now. He's putting on much on gold as he can. A good idea taking this forward gold first. It means when this gold runs out, he'll be able to retreat back to one of his older gold locations. Building his temple. Priest idling. Find another relic. Reduces the cost of repairing buildings by 50%? That's a sleeper relic. That's a good one. People sleep on it, but I bet you repairing buildings 50% cheaper would be a hell of a boon. He's got 2 idling after building the temple. Was boosting the temple. The pharaoh moves. Where's the pharaoh going? He's going to harass? Just doing a little bit of light scouting? He still has his priest back here. Maybe he doesn't know where it went. He's taking other gold positions. Not putting all of his gold eggs in one basket, so to speak. He's building lots of houses. What he should be, if he's going to build houses, he should build them around the guard towers, especially since they're free for the Egyptians. But maybe he wants to make some kind of defensive fortification over here or something. Ooh, another granary for some boar. Good call. They put pandas in the game, but they're unkillable. That's almost like a fuck you to players. Ah, the Pharaoh was gathering the relics. He wants the Myth Unique Recharge Time relic. So he basically sent it down to do some scouting and then go grab the relic. That's actually a very smart way to micro your Pharaoh at that moment. Blue finally ages up to age 2, which means his watchtowers automatically upgrade into guard towers. Let's see what Swag's been up to. He's still gathering gold or food under his granary over here. He never went for the hunt. That's okay, that means he can get it later. He's got a lot on wood. He doesn't really need that many on wood. Look how much he's floating. I don't know if he's realized this yet. But he is putting down some structures, so maybe he needs the wood. See, Red, you put the houses on the wrong side of the guard tower. This guard tower is just going to get attacked from the front. Instead, he should have put the houses in front of the guard tower. That way, enemies have to go around. But that doesn't matter. He gets a second relic. Increases hack and pierce armor. Kind of small. 5%. It's not a lot. Maybe it'll block a couple of attacks. House hit points by 200%. Wow. Holy cow. He should really be building these houses around guard towers. He does protect this one with his military buildings, though, so he at least understands the idea. He just puts 2 houses around him and calls it good. No, these houses, especially with that relic, should really be used defensively as much as you can. They're better than walls. Let's see what kind of units he makes. He gets some hoplites out. A typical first production with Zeus. He decides to go centaurs and hoplites. He's only getting a little bit of favor at a time. There we go. Second villager on favor. Now what's he gonna do with that favor? Is he gonna... I hear attacks. Nobody's getting attacked. Oh, it's over here. The scout found a priest and is attacking him. Oh, Boo says no way. Sends in a Nubite to take it out to protect his priest. What are these? The Pharaoh and a couple priests are attacking too. Wow, Greek heroes are insane. Oh, Blue was taking that TC, so he wanted to protect it. He hasn't continued building it, though. Nice. This is exactly what I was talking about. Using a priest to build those obelisks right outside Red's base. He can't even see them. He doesn't even know that they're there. Building more hoplites. Got a second hero, Heracles. Why do they gotta go and change the name? What was wrong with Hercules? Really? Like, do they just do it just because they can? It's ridiculous. Oh, well, it was actually pronounced Heracles because he's the son of Hera or something like that. Not Hercules. But why not? What's wrong with calling him Hercules? He doesn't want to see Blue put up this town center. He knows about it. He knows Blue wants to do that. Oh, and he smites the Pharaoh. Holy cow. No town center for Blue today. Comes and kills the villagers. Who says that's enough of that? But it's just hoplites, and all you have is priests. This isn't a good army to use. Oh, he does. He has spearmen now. Only good against cavalry. Let's see what kind of damage they can do. I don't think centaurs are considered cavalry. They're considered myth units, so they don't get any kind of bonus damage from the spears. And the spears are not going to do very good against the hoplites. But then again, the hoplites aren't going to do particularly good against the spearmen. So, but they are Greek hoplites. Or they're Zeus hoplites, I should say. Red manages to defeat Blue's army and is moving in now to try to do some economic damage. Blue should... It's hard to respond, right? Because it's like, if he builds units, they just die. If he builds myth units, they're getting killed. They're going to get killed by the heroes. It's a very bad situation for Blue. The building goes down. He's moving in, doing more eco damage, killing more villagers. Blue's just slowly sending in villagers one at a time to get killed by this army. His priorities must be somewhere else. He's building defensive buildings to protect him while he's moving into a new area. He's trying to gain map control. Red decides he didn't want to push in any further. Even though he could have secured way more kills if he'd stayed over here. Even the Pharaoh's over here, he could have killed it again. So Bekotep. He's getting the favor, but he's not using it. Ideally, you should have like 8 villagers on a temple together to make use of each villager optimally. Because any more than that, it gives very little favoring compared to the first one. Yep, he knows it. He says that's enough for now. It's enough favor to build plenty of centaurs. So he decides to move on to using his villagers to gather wood. He's got a healthy food economy. It looks like he's got 21 on food. Yeah, all around. He's got farms everywhere. He's gathering lots of gold. He's starting, in fact, he's so much gold, he's starting to float it. So he should try to build more military with it, but let's see what he does. He realizes to make centaurs, you need lots of wood. That's something that I realized too when I go, I forgot the name of the god, sorry. When you go Hermes, I think is what his name is, grab centaurs. He needs lots of wood in order to make them. So he moves the villagers off of favor and onto wood. He's got 2 temples now. Oh, he's going defensive. Interesting, being that he was the aggressive player. He's going to hit age 2 with more than 1,000 food in his bank. He should be creating stuff. What is he doing? His temples aren't making any centaurs with the new wood. He's not building hoplites with the food and gold that he has. Why is he just stockpiling? This is a mistake. He's pushing in over here with what little units he has. Slingers are terrible for damage. Red gonna house himself soon. Has a little bit of idle villagers. He's building another town center. He's got more gold. And is idling with his army. But blue is doing the same. Blue does not want to attack right now. He does not feel ready. Why? I don't know. He's only age 2, so he wants to age up. He's got more wood than he'll ever need because Egyptians rarely use wood. You don't need it for farms. You don't need it for houses. You don't need it for markets. Wood, you only get wood if you're going to build slingers, is what I've noticed. Unless you have like some myth unit that costs wood too. But he does not need this much wood. And this is going to cost him because he's trying to age up. Which means some of that wood could have been food, so then he could properly age up. Nobody wants to repair relic. Okay, what you got here? A couple of hypostasis to take out any infantry. And they do bonus damage to buildings? Wow, interesting. But they're melee. And axemen good against infantry. So Egyptian infantry is good against infantry. Greeks infantry is good against infantry. What's going to happen? Red is finally starting to build up an army. And that was the end of it. Over the under has resigned. Blue, why did blue resign? He had, let me look at the map. He saw red taking resources and decided that's it. He had so much more places he could expand to. What a bummer. It looks like he could have done more. He was getting harassed a little bit by red, but it didn't do much. Okay. Alright. Well, get their swag, getting most of the accolades. He had a bigger score. He did do more damage. He was in age 3. Red said he couldn't do it. Or, I mean, blue. They both fought here. Look at this. Blue even had a bigger army at the end of the game. I mean, this was a sacrifice of some of his army, but it's not like it was anything he couldn't recover from. And he did. He had a bigger army than Red at the end of the game. And was doing just fine economically. Why did he quit? I don't know. He got a... I mean, Zeus was just floating gold though, so more favor, had more villagers. I don't know. Blue just wasn't enough. He didn't kill very many units. He never aged up. It was just too much. All right. Well, anyways, it could have been better. But I guess we'll leave it at that. Anyways, leave a like and subscribe if you want. Give me some feedback, and I'd appreciate you. I appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you, and have a good one.